Hey friend, welcome back to the On The Go podcast. I'm so glad you're here today because this episode is one of those little life lessons that sneaks up on you unexpectedly and then stays with you. Okay, let me jump straight into the story. Some time ago, I was at home minding my own business when I heard a knock on the door. I opened it and there was this young lady, maybe in her early 20s. She was collecting volunteer donations for an ambulance charity. She was warm, confident, personable, and she knew exactly what she was talking about. She told me about the charity, about the work that they do across the UK and the impact that they've had on vulnerable people and why they rely on donations to keep coming in. And honestly, I was impressed. Maybe because it was the right place, the right time, the right person. But I ended up donating, not because I felt pressured, but because she genuinely made me care. But then, as we wrapped up the conversation, she said something that caught me off guard. She said, "This is my first job. Do you have any advice for me?" And you know, when someone younger asks you for advice, your mind just starts scrolling through every quote, every life lesson, every cliche you've ever heard. But because she said it was her first job, something in me paused. I wanted to give her something real, something useful, something that she could carry with her. So I told her, always apply for jobs that you don't feel qualified for. Now listen, I know some of you are thinking, wait, what? Why would you do that? Let me explain. So many of us, especially young people, especially women, only apply for roles where we meet at least 80% of the job description because we want to feel safe, we want to feel confident, we want to know that we can already do the job before we even get it. But here's the problem. You can't grow by only doing what you already know because growth requires risk. Growth requires discomfort. Growth requires stretching. That's why I encouraged her. And now I'm encouraging you to shoot your shot. Apply for the job that scares you. Pitch to the client that you think is too big. Send the email. Start the business. Make the ask. Because that's where growth lives. It reminded me of something that Amy Hood, the executive VP and CFO of Microsoft, once said. She said, "I continually took jobs I really wasn't qualified for. Every job I took, I was deeply uncomfortable in terms of feeling unqualified. Every step I took, every risk I took, I built confidence." And this quote has stayed with me for years because it captures something most people miss, that confidence is not built from certainty. Confidence is built from courage. You don't get confident and then take action. You take action and then confidence follows. As a Christian, I love anchoring these lessons spiritually. And Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 2 comes to mind. It says, "Enlarge the place of your tent, stretch your curtains wide. Do not hold back." In my language, shoot your shot. Do not hold back. Do not shrink yourself. Do not limit what God can do through you because you feel unqualified. Okay, let's be real. What's the worst that can happen? You apply for the role and they say no. You pitch your service and the person says no. You market your business and someone doesn't respond. Okay, and you didn't die. No one died. Life goes on. But you gained confidence. You stretched your capacity. You planted a seed for the next opportunity. Rejection isn't tragic. Rejection isn't a death sentence. Rejection is simply redirection. So my advice to that young lady is now my advice to you, whether you're an entrepreneur, a career professional, or someone building your dream on the side. Apply for roles that feel out of your league. Pitch to clients who intimidate you. Market your product to people you assume might say no. Take steps that feel uncomfortable. Stretch yourself beyond what feels familiar, because growth is loud, growth is messy, growth is uncomfortable, but growth is necessary. Every shot you take, whether it lands or not, it builds you. So as you go into this week, this month, the rest of the year and beyond, shoot your shot for your career, for your business, for your future, for yourself. You never know what doors will open simply because you have the courage to knock. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this episode encouraged you, please subscribe, share it with a friend, leave a comment or review, and have a beautiful day. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.